Moving on to the next session, next panel. Give it up for Junaid Khan. Please have a seat. Very quickly, people on my left, if they can settle down quickly. Maharaj of OTT and Karsan Das of Maharaj. Inki khushi ka aajkal koi ठिकाना नहीं है, as his next film is also announced, paparazzi ke favorite, Aaj ke Yuva, and probably the only one left in Yuva to not be on social media. His name is Khan from the Epiglottis. Give it up for Junaid Khan. Zordar taaliyan dosto.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Junaid, NDTV Yuva में आए हैं आप. बहुत-बहुत स्वागत है आपका. पहला सवाल, of course, हमने बहुत ये पढ़ा कि आपको काफ़ी rejection face करनी पड़ी before you actually got your first break. You auditioned several times, and you know we hear this about star kids that, as one Mahanubhav had once said, जहाँ हमारे सपने पूरे होते हैं वहाँ इनका struggle शुरू होता है. Do you think that's correct? Do you think that's true?
See, देखिए, I think कि as actors we are often testing for lots of things. और कभी-कभी कुछ पार्ट्स आपको मिलते हैं, कभी-कभी कुछ नहीं मिलते. महाराज के पहले कुछ फिल्में थीं जिसके लिए मैंने ऑडिशंस दिए थे. वो नहीं हुई उस वक्त.
Is it true that you auditioned for Lal Singh Chaddha as well?
Yes, yes. I think Dad's already talked about that in lots of interviews, so I guess I can say yes.
But what do you think? What didn't work for Lal Singh Chaddha audition?
मतलब वो मेरी फिल्म नहीं है, तो I don't want to talk about the film per se.
Sure.
पर जब मैंने टेस्ट किया था तब पापा को वो टेस्ट काफ़ी पसंद आया था, but the film was budgeted at a place जहाँ आप एक नए एक्टर के साथ आप वो फिल्म नहीं बना पाओगे. तो इसलिए मुझे नहीं मौका मिला वो फिल्म करने का, हालांकि मुझे काफ़ी पसंद आई थी. But I will also admit कि if I was not Aamir Khan's son, I would probably not have gotten Maharaj. So that is also very much fact.
Can you give him an applause for his honesty and candidness? And what we saw in Maharaj was breathtaking. It was very surprising, and of course, at the same time, everybody was impressed. Now, आप सब में से कितने लोग social media पर हैं? कितने नहीं हैं? बहुत कम, एक. Yeah, I was expecting you to raise your hand. Why are you not on social media, Junaid?
I don't know. It was never something that really excited me. जब मैं कॉलेज में था बॉम्बे में, तब मैं ग्रेजुएट हुआ था 2014 में. तब सोशल मीडिया काफ़ी अलग था compared to जो आज सोशल मीडिया है. It was a time of Facebook status updates, not Instagram reels. So in fact, उस वक्त I had joined Facebook, but it never moved forward from that in the social media world, at least.
And when we see you in those paparazzi videos as well, we see you in a very candid avatar, and it actually looks like a spotting. Because अक्सर ऐसा social media पर देखा जाता है कि किसी star की spotting बताया जाता है. But usually you know it's all staged, and we see you coming out of an auto rickshaw, then you're walking in your pajamas also sometimes. Now again, ये आपने strategically सोचा था कि मैं इस paparazzi culture को I won't succumb to it, or it just comes naturally to you?
I mean, I don't know about that in the sense that I do have a tendency of keeping a low profile.
Okay.
कुछ स्पॉटिंग्स ऑर्गेनिक होती हैं, कुछ you go out for dinner और रेस्टोरेंट बुला लेते हैं paparazzi को. There are lots of different ways in which you get spotted.
Right. Okay, we'll pause for a quick question from the audience. अगर आप माइक इधर ले जाएं, और इधर बातचीत बहुत हो रही है, बहुत फुस आ रहा है. प्लीज फुस बंद. Thank you. हाँ जी, बताइए.
Hello sir, मेरा नाम सानिया है. And when I saw the movie Maharaj, you were playing a role of a journalist. And as a budding journalist, मैं इस मूवी पर थोड़ा रिसर्च करना चाहती थी। मैंने महाराज लाइबल केस पर भी रिसर्च किया और ऐसे में मुझे ये महसूस हुआ खुद से कि आपने जो किरदार निभाया है करशन दास जी का, तो उस किरदार को आपने निभाते हुए उनको महसूस भी किया होगा। आई एम ऑल्सो एन फिल्म मेकर, तो थोड़ा सा मेरे को इतना है कि एक्टर्स और उनकी स्ट्रगल बहुत होती है, वो पूरे किरदार में डूब जाते हैं। तो मैं जानना चाहूँगी कि आपको उस वक्त कैसा महसूस हुआ था कि आपने उनके किरदार को काफ़ी हद तक सिमिलर उतारा है।
एक्चुअली करसन दास जी का जो किरदार है इट वाज इंटरेस्टिंग क्योंकि उनके बारे में हमें एक्चुअली इतना कुछ पता नहीं है वो कैसे थे, क्योंकि अभी ये 150 साल पुरानी कहानी है। जो कुछ भी हमें उनके बारे में पता है हमें उनके आर्टिकल्स के थ्रू पता है, उनकी लिखाई के थ्रू पता है। तो जो कैरेक्टर बनाना बेस्ड ऑन समबडीज राइटिंग, जो हमारी फिल्म के राइटर्स स्नेहा और विपुल भाई ने जो किया, आई थिंक उससे काफ़ी हेल्प मिला मुझे टू फाइंड that character of a journalist.
Nice. We'll have another question, very quick one, and let's also give her a gift. You know, we have Yuva, your favorite stationery from Navneet Education, so she gets a gift. I'll request somebody from production to get her a gift. And second question, पीछे, उधर अगर माइक पहुंचा सकते हैं, मैम आपके राइट पे देखिए.
Hello sir, I am Pari Chawla and I recently watched that Maharaj movie and really liked it and the character of yours was very admiring. मगर मैंने एक चीज़ नोटिस करी that it is based on in 1882 oh 1832 1862 yes sorry but it was like कि उस मूवी में हमें काफ़ी मॉडर्निटी देखने को मिली. So I was confused कि इतना टाइम पहले इतना कुछ लाइक फीमेल जैसे विराज ने खुद से जैसे उन्होंने बोला कि मैं ज़िद्दी हूँ मेरे को काम करना है, तो इतना पहले के टाइम पे लाइक फीमेल्स को इतना अलाउंस होता था कि काम करना है या
देखिए आई मीन बाय एंड लार्ज सोसाइटी किस उस मुकाम मतलब किस मुकाम पे थी हमें पता है. हालांकि throughout history individuals have always been individuals who have challenged that, who have taken it forward. So a lot of it was that. In fact, Karsanji was married to Viraj as well. Just before he passed away. In fact, she also died of TB very young. So I think कि आप एक होता है कि एक कहानी किस सोसाइटी में पोजीशन्ड है और एक और बात होती है कि हर सोसाइटी में इंडिविजुअल्स होते हैं जो उस नॉर्म्स को चैलेंज करते हैं और आई थिंक विराज वाज समवन हु चैलेंज्ड दोज नॉर्म्स एज वाज करसन दास. तो आई होप दैट आंसर्स योर क्वेश्चन.
And I think to add to that, of course, अगर freedom struggle की भी बात करें, there are so many women that we hear of. So of course, बहुत साल पहले भी, 100 साल पहले भी, of course, बहुत contribution रहा है, and there have been women who've been there and volunteering to work. Now let's talk about your work. We'll come back to the audience once again. Let's come back to your upcoming projects. Phantom के साथ एक film जो है वो announce हुई है. You are now being paired with Khushi Kapoor. How is that turning out? And आपका पहला interaction या have you had like workshops with Khushi?
हम लोग ने फिल्म शूट कर लिया वैसे.
जोरदार तालियां पहले तो उसके लिए हम बहुत excited हैं because this pairing is something that everybody is talking about on the internet, and you know both of you come from film families. Could you share like the kind of conversations you were having? Did you share that you know same kind of feelings that you were having while filming or while dealing with it?
Yeah, I think Khushi और मैं actually काफी similar है in the sense that we're both introverts. We don't really we're not out there people. But she's a lovely person once you get to know her. Like she's always on time. We had a whole bunch of rehearsals क्योंकि actually इस film में हमारी काफी scenes phone पे हैं, तो वो कभी साथ में shoot नहीं हो सकती क्योंकि locations अलग हैं. मैं एक location में phone पे बात कर रहा हूँ, वो एक location में phone पे बात कर रही हैं. तो वैसे scenes के लिए जो timing और rhythm लाने के लिए हम लोगों ने काफी सारे rehearsals किए थे.
Lovely.
So it was actually great fun.
Lovely. And kitna zyada frequently aap jaate hain towards your family, towards your father, when you are getting a new work, let's say you're signing a new film, or you're seeing the rushes, do you go to Aamir sir to show your work, get approval?
Not really.
No?
महाराज के टाइम पे आई थिंक आदि सर और सिद्धार्थ सर ने जब फिल्म रेडी हुई तो एक बार उन्होंने फिल्म दिखाई उनको. आई थिंक आई गेस इट विल वर्क इंडिविजुअली प्रोड्यूसर टू प्रोड्यूसर, क्योंकि एक्चुअली वो प्रोड्यूसर और डायरेक्टर का कॉल है. इट्स गॉट रियली नथिंग टू डू विद मी. फैंटम की फिल्म अभी शूट हो गई है, एडिट हो रही है, तो आई डोंट नो what's really going to happen.
But in an interview, he said, "My kids don't listen to me." What is your reaction on that?
Well, you should ask his mother how much he listens to his mother. फिर आप मुझे वो सवाल पूछ सकते हो. नहीं, but I think we do listen to him. Not always. Some of the time, most of the times.
Just as a breather, can we do a quick Aamir Khan film quiz?
Okay.
Do you think you'll be able to ace it?
Or embarrass myself in public, one of the two, either
And
way.
you guys can give him cues.
I think
no,
it's
these are
probably
really,
great TV both ways.
No, these are really simple questions. Now, the first question, in Lagan, your dad led a team of villagers against the British in a cricket match. What was the name of his character?
Bhuvan?
Correct answer. Dangal was all about wrestling, right? But what was the name of the real-life wrestling coach your dad portrayed in the movie?
Mahavir Singh Fogart. These are really easy questions.
But I didn't expect you to get this all right, but that's commendable. In Three Idiots, Aamir's character Rancho becomes famous for this one word of advice. What was it?
All is well?
Yeah, pretty easy one. In Tare Zameen Par, your dad played an art teacher. What was the name of his character who helps Ishan realize his potential? The name of the character.
Okay, this is the tough
This is
one.
tough.
No, it should not be tough.
Even if you get the first name right, I think we should give it to you.
Arey yaar.
Anybody in the audience know? Tare Zameen, kya naam tha bataiye? Sorry? Nikum, yeah.
Nikum.
The full name was Ram Shankar Nikum. Good one. Give it an applause there. Now, in the iconic comedy Andaz Apna Apna, what was his character's name again?
Oh, good God. I do not remember his character's name.
This one was really, really...
No, it was. And it's a really funny film. And I love the film. But I don't remember.
Anybody from the audience? I think it was Prem. Of course, it's all about the confusion.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll fact check this, and of course, we'll give you a hamper if this is the correct answer. Well, thank you so very much. And now, very quickly, we'll again go to you. Audience, any other question? Go ahead.
Hello, sir. My name is Devkanna Kumari, and I want to ask, would you like to work on a project with your father?
No, definitely. I would love to work with on a project with my father. In fact, I've done a film which he's produced, which will come out sometime next year, hopefully.
Nice.
We've already shot it, but we're not acting together. He's just produced it. But no, I would love to work with my father.
Lovely. I've just got a cue. We should continue that quiz. Few more questions, and then we'll come back to the audience once again. In Gajni, your dad plays, of course, a man suffering from short-term memory loss. What does he use to remember things?
Tattoos.
In PK, he plays an alien. What unusual item does his character is desperately searching for throughout the movie?
His remote control for his spaceship.
He made a cameo in Secret Superstar. What was his character's quirky profession in the movie, in Secret Superstar?
Oh, he was a music producer.
In Rang De Basanti, your dad and his gang of friends portray freedom fighters. Which revolutionary does he play?
Azad.
Bhagat Singh.
Sorry, what?
What character does he
My
portray?
father, right?
Yeah,
Azad.
Oh, no, of course. I was talking about the theater sequence that they play. Again, we'll fact check this. No?
He didn't play Bhagat Singh. Azad.
Azad. Last question. In Fana, he played an unusual role. He was? You need options for this?
Actually, he was a terrorist, no?
He's a spy.
Yeah. I don't know. Actually, I haven't seen Fana, to be honest.
Zordar taaliya. बहुत बढ़िया attempt. One more question.
Generally, I'm not good with names. So if you want to ask me like character names, there I'll get stuck.
जी, चलिए आपसे आते हैं फिर आपके पास.
Hi Junaid, I am Riya Belwal. Since your father has an illustrious Bollywood career and it seems like you are on the same path, what is that one advice he gave you before you decided to come into this Bollywood thing?
He doesn't really give like one piece of advice kind of thing.
But that one which just stuck in your mind always.
Well, I can tell you, so most of the time when you go to him, he has great advice, but you have to have specific questions that you're asking advice for. It's not like a, oh, what do I do in life kind of thing. That's, you're not going to get anything helpful out of that. You have to ask specific pointed questions and you get fantastic advice on that.
Okay, so
so those, there are lots of them. But you know, when I told him I wanted to be an actor, we were not talking about film at that point. This was about 10 साल पहले की बात होगी ये, नहीं ज़्यादा 12 साल पहले की बात है. Anyway, खैर. I told him I want to be an actor और मुझे theatre school जाना है. मैंने ये conversation उनके साथ की थी. And मैंने बोला था कि मुझे अमेरिका जाके theatre सीखना है. So at that point he had said कि देखो, you can go to theatre school in America, obviously, you'll have a great time. पर एक्टिंग का जो क्राफ्ट है वो आप सीख लोगे, कहीं पे भी सीख लोगे, आप प्रैक्टिस करके सीख लोगे. पर अगर आपको इंडिया में काम करना है, द कल्चरल नुआंसेस ऑफ द कंट्री इज समथिंग दैट यू नीड टू स्पेंड टाइम विथ. इट्स नॉट समथिंग कि आप 6 महीने में कर सकते हो. It's not something कि आप 2 साल में कर सकते हो.
Do you think you have any similarity in your behavior or like whether it is in your acting career or something? Do you feel that
some similarity? He sounds and looks so much like
I was just about to say that.
मुझे 2 बार बीच में अपने आप को ऐसा जगाना पड़ा. Okay, it's Junaid.
नहीं, जब मेरी माँ मुझसे बहुत नाराज होती है किसी चीज पे, she'll be like, you're just like your father.
You actually do sound like that.
You sound very much like him, and of course, we are not complaining about it. To the gentleman here, on your right, ma'am. Yes.
Hello, Junaid.
Hello.
My first question is, you have been in a theatre before doing Maharaj. So how much your theatre experience really helped you in the on-screen acting? And my second question is, your father has been very popularly known as Mr. Perfectionist. Every veteran actor, director, anyone in the industry admires him for his perfectionism. You did a movie, Maharaj. Don't feel bad, but it was by some historical aspects historically inaccurate, like in the depiction of Karsan Das' character. Of course, Karsan Das' fiancée didn't committed a suicide in all those stories. It had some historical inaccuracies. So how much do you consider, is it justified that in the name of creative liberty, especially in the respect of historical movies, the facts should be twisted or some made-up stories can be made? How much is this justified in the name of creative liberty?
Okay, so to answer your first question, yes, I've done a fair bit of theatre. I continue to do theatre. Actually, I'm rehearsing a new play right now, hopefully opening in November. I feel that, see, acting is acting, and as you practice, you get better. There are certain technical differences between performing on stage and performing in front of the camera, which you get used to. And I think as I'm doing more stuff in front of the camera, I think I'm getting more and more used to it. Coming to your second question, I feel that, see, at the end of the day, film is a commercial art form, or our primary objective is to entertain people. अगर आप historical film भी अगर आप बना रहे हो, we are not making a documentary, हम लोग film बना रहे हैं. It's supposed to be dramatic, it's supposed to be entertaining. और मुझे, obviously, I guess it depends case to case, but मुझे नहीं लगा कि महाराज में जो fictionalize किया गया, I did not feel it was not in keeping with the tone of the film. A lot of it was done to, I mean, obviously you want to make a story as dramatic as possible, but at the same time, it is a sensitive topic. You want to make sure that you keep it comfortable for everyone. So personally, I did not think with Maharaj it was a stretch. Obviously, everybody is going to have, I mean, their own opinion about it, as everyone should. I mean,
I think it triggered a conversation which is a huge motive of anything and everything that we make in cinema. Haji.
मेरा नाम कशिश है. मैं आपसे एक सवाल पूछना चाहती हूँ. लाइक आपने महाराज मूवी के अंदर जो किरदार किया,
जी,
उसके अलावा आपको ऐसे कौन से किरदार हैं जो आपको इंस्पायर किए हैं और इन फ्यूचर आप उन्हें ज़रूर निभाना चाहेंगे?
I think that's a difficult question. मुझे actually कहानियाँ पसंद हैं. किरदार तो कहानी के हिस्से होते हैं. तो I think I look at work as the story, not the character so much. Having said that, I feel कि at this point I should try and do things I'm good at. So don't expect a dance film anytime soon.
One more question here. Yes.
हेलो सर, मेरा नाम सृष्टि त्रिपाठी है. सर, मेरा क्वेश्चन आपके फादर से है, तो क्या आप अपने पापा से मेरी बात करा सकते हैं कॉल पे?
That's a great request.
मेरा phone actually मेरे पास है नहीं.
But if you are interested, we can get you your phone.
हाँ sir, please.
I have no idea what he's up to right now.
Also, why? Like, what do you want him to like? You want him to wish him something? You want message for you?
नहीं, बस मुझे ऐसे ही उनसे बात करनी थी इसलिए.
मैं बाद में आपसे बात करूँगा. How about that?
Okay, thank you sir.
Let's have one last question here in the middle. Mic दे दीजिए ने. मैम इधर एक mic पहुँचा दीजिए. And of course, we are giving hampers from Navneet Education.
Hello, Junaid sir.
Myself, Saud. Question.
So my question to you is, have you ever thought of recreating a movie of your father?
No. I think every film has, I think I've liked most of his films. I don't think there's something I have felt कि, मतलब मैंने उनकी काफ़ी earlier फिल्में देखी नहीं है, to be honest. But I don't feel there's anything I can add to what has been made already. But having said that, I'm not really a director. So I guess if a director comes with a great vision for one of his films to remake and I really like it, then why not?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I have a question. You've also spoken about working with Sai Pallavi.
Yes, I haven't spoken about it, but okay.
No, we've read a little bit
yes.
that you're very thrilled, excited. What all details can you give us about that project?
Well, it is produced by Aamir Khan Productions. It has not been announced, so technically you should.
Okay, let's not talk about the project.
That's a little bit above my pay grade here.
Let's not talk about the project,
call my father and ask him thing that you want to do that for this.
But I think let's not talk about the project. But if you can talk to us about meeting Sai Pallavi, working with her. Of course, she's such an accomplished actress and has a huge fan following across different age groups, and her versatility that we've seen in her work is also commendable. So, A, your experience of working with her. B, what was your biggest takeaway?
She's a fantastic performer. She's one of, I think she's one of the most natural actors I've met. And she's a huge movie star. We were shooting in Japan and she was getting like mobbed in Hokkaido, which has like the 3.5 Indians that were there were like, oh, Sai Pallavi. So, no, it was great fun. It was great fun.
But what would be your biggest takeaway of working with her?
I think actually as performers, we are very different. We have very different ways of looking at material. We have very different ways of approaching material. So I thought that was actually great fun. I really, she's very, very natural. I'm very craft heavy. So I thought it was actually great fun. It was
What is your
nice
process like? Do you go the theater way, which is like a lot of rehearsal?
Yeah, I mean, personally, I don't believe you can ever rehearse too much. We come from stage, you are constantly doing the same thing. I've been doing plays for whatever, same play for 2-3 years. You rehearse it every time before you put it up on stage. That's just the background I have come from, and that's how we approach material, or I approach material.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Lovely. Thank you. We'll have one last question and then we wrap this. Sir, have a question.
Hello. Have you ever worked in a Hollywood film?
Sorry?
Hollywood film.
I have not.
No, do you aspire to work in?
But you look like one.
I don't know. I mean, good work is good work, I think, at the end of the day. I don't think I could live in America. I think I would probably live all my life in Mumbai, Bandra, if I can afford it.
You've been to there? Canada, Vancouver?
I have been to Canada, yes. And no, I'm not opposed to working in Hollywood. If the right kind of work comes my way, I mean, let's see. Who knows?
We hope to see you there. Thank you so much, Junaid. Give
you.
it up for
Thank you so
Junaid
much.
Khan. Thank you. So, of course, all the gifts that reached you guys were from Navneet Education. You were your favorite stationery. Thanks, Junaid. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much.
It's great having you here. Thank you.